Hi everyone, welcome to my new tutorial, and today I'm going to show you about the new concept of speed control of timing for the speed that came from version 1941, and it came with the new Speedmasters. What I'm talking about is the timing option that you may have heard or may not. It's called per step or per head. And I'll show you today the difference between these two options. So what it means is, it basically means that it will calculate the timing based on amount of the heads that you're using, or like every beat is going to be a head, or every beat is going to be a step. So just for easy understanding, I'll show you two examples. So first of all, that's going to be my chase. So that's chase of fixtures from the top looking down, switching on and off, and then the bottom looking up, on and off as well. So that's basically the speed that's been, I've set it on the chase. That's a 25 beats per minute. So what I want to achieve is, I want to achieve the speed of, let's say, 104 beats per minute. So in my case, I can run the metronome like here, and I want to match the speed of it. So by default, if you created a if you created a Speedmaster, you can actually open the playback when you activate it first time. So you double click the tab on this first time. If you go on to the playback window, and then you go to the Speedmaster, view Speedmaster, you will see that by default it's calculating everything per head. And obviously that's not what we want, because when it comes to the chase, what we have is, we have two steps, two cues. And what we need is, every time we press the beat, or like we're tapping, we want a next cue to be loaded. That's all we need. So for example, when you run it, and if you have the per head, then the calculations are not going to be correct for you. So as a rule of thumb, just the basically, when you're running a chase and you want to run each of the cue in the right beat, you need to make sure your Speedmaster controls are set per step instead of per head. So let's check out how it's going to work. So when I run this and I run my Speedmaster, I can, for example, set it, I can start tapping. So if I activate the metronome, let's see how it's going to work now with the new speed. So you activate your playback, Speedmaster, and you start tapping. And obviously you can see the speed is 98 beats per minute, but if you want to set it exactly to be 104, you can tap set 104 and press here. So you can see it will be fitting into the exact speed of the beats per minute, because this is now based on actual step. So because you're calculating everything per step, so then it goes perfectly correct for you. So but then you may face another issue, because if you decided to set also another effect here, as you can see it's running, okay, and what I need here is to actually have the speed every time the fixture will hit, it will be on my metronome speed. So when I hit it here, so if I do set 104, so you can see the speed is actually too fast here. Why? Because the calculation goes per step, and we have here is a one step. It's just we have too many fixtures. So instead, what you can do is, you have to then change your control from being per speed to actually controlling per head. Or inside of the effects, if you go to the effects, you need to make sure you have it set as per head. So now when you run it, you will see it's much slower. So if I activate my speed and you switch it on, so you can see now, if I set it again, 104, you can see now, every time you hear the beat, the light's changing to the new step. So this is how you can control the speed, the timing of your speed based on the per head or per step. So again, I would always suggest that if you want the chases, run them on a separate Speedmasters. If you have the effects, run them on a separate Speedmasters. It's when you need the calculations to be done per head rather than per step. By default, it goes per step. If per step works for you, fair enough, you can go with that. But if you want to make sure it actually sticks to the actual beats that you have with a metronome or anything, you can actually set it to be per head. Again, I hope it was useful. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye bye.